Alright, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit new. We're going to be playing a demo of a game I found on Steam. I just completed Immortality, which was an amazing game. It was an FMV mystery game. And, yeah, I wanted to find something new to play, and I just was looking up games, couldn't find anything. And then in the back, just way down in the list, I found this in popular upcoming Case Files: The Death of Paulette Williams. It's supposed to be FMV. I know absolutely nothing about this game. I do not know if this is Paulette Williams. Are these the suspects? I don't know what the hell this game is about. We'll see. Yeah, I've never played your game before, dude. What? Okay, I can walk around. That's something I wasn't expecting. What? The credit union.
Alright, the video feed should be up and running, so if you can see me and hear me, then everything is working exactly as it should. Now, I just want to take a quick moment just to go over the setup that you got there. I want to make sure everything's working properly, make sure you feel comfortable with everything before we get the suspects in, alright? Now, what you're looking at now, this is the real-time video feed, and you've got the controls right in front of you that you can use to toggle back and forth between the two different camera angles. Now, this whole system is all touchscreen, so all you gotta do is just, touch whichever feed you want, and that's the one that's gonna be displayed. So why don't you go ahead, take a quick second, and just, toggle back and forth, make sure everything's working properly. All right, now, as long as this video feed is running, it's also being recorded and saved. In fact, it's actually recording right now in case you want to revisit any of this information later. Now, as soon as the recording stops, that's when it becomes available for you on the playback monitor that you also have in there. Now, this is where I'm counting on you, okay? This is where I really need you to utilize that playback monitor and carefully analyze these suspects, all right? See if there's anything, and I mean anything, that you happen to catch that I'm going to miss while I'm in here, okay? That's where I'm counting on you. All right, now the video files that are going to be on that playback monitor you have full control over, but you got to be aware that those files will not be available to you until we're done with each session and the recording stops. All right, so that covers all the tech stuff. Now, the case, all right, let's do a quick recap on the case here. So
let's do it.
Samantha Williams, age 31, found her mom, Paulette Williams, age 62, dead in her bed after being on in-home hospice care for about 2 months, okay? Nothing out of the ordinary there, seeing as though Paulette was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Now, part of the hospice care was for Paulette to receive these 30 milligram Oxycontin pills. Now, the problem is that the medical examiner noted extremely high levels of Oxycontin in Paulette's system. Okay, these levels far exceed the 30 milligrams. Now, to top it off, the hospice worker, a guy named Michael Schaefer, he noted that there were missing pills when he went to do his final count. All right, there was actually 5 missing pills of Oxycontin to be exact. Now, it's important to note that Samantha and her husband, a guy named Elliot Jordan, who's age 34, they're the sole caretakers, all right? So they're the only ones that are able to administer Paulette's Oxycontin on a regular basis. Now, I did have a chance to talk with both of them about a week or so ago, and things just aren't adding up, okay? They just aren't. Now, fortunately, they are being very cooperative, okay, which is why they've agreed to come down here today and do this second interview with me. Now, since I spoke with them, I was able to subpoena some documents and some records to hopefully, shed light and just get a little insight as to what actually is going on here. And I actually did uncover a few things. So I learned that Samantha has a lot of debt. All right, a pretty significant amount. Most of it's student loans, but it's pretty significant nonetheless. I learned that her mom, Paulette, has a life insurance policy for $250,000.
I can't flip the page.
That is payable to her only child, Samantha. And I learned that Samantha booked a one-way ticket to Costa Rica for July.
I can't. Okay, first of all, information overload here. I love this game so far, but I can't flip this page. I'm trying to take notes here, and I wanted to take notes on everything you just said because I have a really bad memory. And I can't do that. I don't know how to flip this page. So that's a problem. Okay, let's just go for it.
Of later this year. All right. Now, given all of that, I think it's safe to say that foul play is absolutely.
So she had a life insurance policy. They wanted to plan a vacation. He's suspecting they overdosed her on oxy and killed her.
Possibility here.
She was in hospice. She was already dying.
All right. Now, obviously, I'm going to be the physical presence in the room, but I'm going to rely on you, all right, like a lot, okay, because you're going to be my eye in the sky, all right? You have a far better vantage point than I do, okay? So I'll field all the questions in here, but I'm absolutely...
I like the way this guy talks, by the way. He talks like a cop. Like, okay. You know how he keeps reaffirming himself?
going to follow your lead, all right? So I need you to use everything that you got in that room to your advantage, okay? Because we have one goal. That's it, right? Solve this case. That's our goal, all right? That's it. That's all I got. So I'm going to bring Samantha in here first.
Oh, pause, dude. Pause.
Back up and running in just a second.
I want to read all this. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay,
All right. The video feed should be up and running.
Can I skip to the...
Now, I did have a chance to talk with both of them.
Shit.
We are recording. Today is Saturday, February 19th of 2022. I am Detective Martin Ruiz, badge number 7621, and with me here is Samantha Williams. Samantha, I'm going to ask that you please spell your first and last name for me.
Samantha, Samantha, Williams, Williams.
Thank you. And now I do need you to acknowledge that this statement is being video and audio recorded and that you do consent to that recording. Is that correct?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I know we had a chance to go over your rights in the waiting room, but I do want to remind you that those rights do remain at all times today, okay? And also, you are by no means obligated to make this statement, right? You understand that?
Yeah, I do understand you.
Okay. The last thing is, I know we spoke about a week or so ago, so I'm probably going to ask you some very similar questions. If I do, just please go ahead and answer those, but this time...
Okay, fuck notes, because I'm going to be, like, too focused on taking notes. I'm just going to listen to this case, and I'll take notes on, like, the playback. Hopefully that's how it works.
For the record, okay.
Let's just listen.
So, Samantha, let's just start with you telling me what happened.
Okay. Where do you want me to start?
Wherever you'd like. Just tell me whatever you think I should know.
I'm also going to focus on her.
Okay. Well, there's not really that much to tell. My mom was on hospice care for quite some time, as you know. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Son-in-law and daughter.
And I woke up one morning and found her dead. It wasn't really a shock or anything, you know, we were expecting it, but we just didn't really know when it was going to happen.
And Samantha, you're a substitute teacher, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm working on my teaching credentials.
So I'm assuming that's the reason that you were up so early that morning?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I usually get up about 6.
About 6? Gotcha, okay. You can continue.
Liar.
Well, I woke up, I was doing my morning routine, I took a shower, went to make breakfast, then I was going to go give my mom her morning pill, and...
Okay, hold. So around what time was it that you were giving her this morning pill?
6:45.
About 6:45, okay. And then, what did you do after that?
Quick shower and breakfast.
I went in to wake up Elliot, and we called the hospice nurse.
So see, this is where I'm lost. I don't understand. Why did you call the hospice nurse? Why didn't you guys call 911?
Well, that was our protocol. We'd gone over it quite a few times with our care team, and that was just what we were supposed to do.
Now, the care team, that's Michael Schaefer, right? He's the hospice nurse that's with that care team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I called Michael, and he was there actually within about an hour. There were all these other people that came in to clean up everything else, clean up the body.
I wish I could pause this recording. I know it's live, but...
Elliot and we just stayed in our room, out of the way.
And just for the record, Elliot's your husband, right?
Yeah. I know it's confusing because we don't share the same last name.
And how long have the
6:45.
been married?
She confirms that.
Just under 2 years.
Just under 2 years. All right. So why don't you tell me about the days leading up to all this?
Okay.
Okay, the
Hold on.
time's correct.
Why don't you go back to Monday, February 7th, since that'll put us about 2 days prior to your mom's death.
Monday was pretty typical. I got up, I did my morning routine, I went to work, I went to the gym and the grocery store, and then I was home about 7:30. Elliot actually had already ordered Thai food, so we had Thai food and then sat and watched TV for the rest of the evening. I went to bed about 10:30, 10.
Now, did you give your mom a dose of Oxycontin that morning?
Yeah, I do the morning and Elliot does the evening.
So it's just the 2 pills every day?
Yeah, about 12 hours apart.
I'm not good with numbers. This is gonna be bad.
Sometimes there's a breakthrough dose if she's really having like a lot of discomfort, but it's not normally part of the routine.
Got you. Now, I did have a chance to speak to Michael, right, the hospice nurse. Are you aware that he had visited that morning?
Yeah. Michael comes every Monday. I'm normally not there. I'm usually at work, so Elliot's the one that lets him in.
So, seeing as though you weren't there, then it's safe to say that you really don't have any idea like what could have happened during his visit, right?
No. But I mean, I don't think that it would be anything different than a regular visit. Why? Did Michael say something happened that day?
No, not at all. No, I was just curious, that's all. So Tuesday, February 8th, how'd that day go for you?
February 8th.
Honestly, about the same.
This is just January and December.
Minus, I guess, the gym and the grocery store. I was pretty tired, so I went home right after
What
work.
grocery store? I don't see February 8th on the grocery
Elliot
store.
and I just had some leftover Thai food, watched TV for the rest of the evening, and I went to bed just like I always do.
And that would have been around like 10-ish, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, give or take 30 minutes.
and I'm going to assume that Elliot,
I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking notes right now about all this, but I'm just gonna do it on the playback, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know how this game works.
also that same day gave her her evening dose of Oxycontin. Is that correct?
But he's just going through the history right now, the previous
Okay,
days.
so-
She didn't die on Monday or
So seeing
Tuesday,
as though
so...
you didn't give your mom a pill the morning of her death, right? Then it's safe to say that Elliot, right, he would have been the last person to give your mom Oxycontin. Is that correct? Right? Like nobody else could have given her a pill, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Any breakthrough doses that day?
No, not that I remember. No.
Took you a while.
Now, Samantha, these 5 missing pills. Do you have any idea how these 5 pills could have gone missing?
Okay, first of all, it's Oxycontin. 5 missing pills. Well, they said they found her in her system, but as far as 5 missing pills goes, like, anybody could have taken them for a good time, you know.
No, I don't.
Well, you are at least aware, right, that these 5 pills have gone missing.
They're in your mother's stomach.
Yeah. That's what Michael said. Yeah. And I'm assuming that's part of the reason why you brought us down here.
Yeah, that's a big part of the reason. Samantha, I can't seem to understand how 5 30-milligram Oxycontin pills could have gone missing.
That's a big dose. That's a good dose.
Honestly, I can't tell you.
They don't do that shit anymore.
You don't.
Unless you're like dying. Well, she was in hospice, so she was dying, but like even if you're dying, that's hard to get.
All right, Samantha, is there anything else that you think I should be aware of? Anything that you need to tell me?
No.
What about your
not really,
vacation?
no.
Her life
But
insurance.
can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Are we being suspected of something?
Yes, you're talking to the police and a follow-up interview.
Foul play is absolutely a possibility here.
Never talk to the police, especially if you're being called for... No, just never talk to the police. Not especially. Just never talk to the police. But also, you're being asked to do a follow-up interview about something that should just be what you assume, assuming you're innocent. Your mom just died because she's dying. She was in hospice. She was already dying, and she died. Like, that's... Don't mean to seem insensitive here, but that seems to be the way it was going anyway, so there shouldn't be a second interview. So yes, you are 1000% a suspect.
Yes. Right,
Do not
that's why
talk
I'm
to the
here.
police,
My job
ever.
is to try to figure out what happened.
Ever.
Okay, but as
It can
long as
only
you're
help.
honest with me,
It can only hurt you.
then we're good, right?
Yeah.
Literally nothing good could come of it. Literally nothing.
Good. So look, there's just one last thing that I want to clear up with you, okay? First, I need you to verify you still have some student loan debt. Is that correct?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And it's a pretty large amount that you owe, right?
About 105,000, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
105,000. Wow, that's
For a
that's a
substitute
pretty
teacher?
significant amount of money.
What is your degree in?
Now, prior to your mom's death, did you know that she had a life insurance policy for $250,000 that's payable directly to you, her only child?
I did. I didn't know about it until she got ill.
So prior to all this, you had no idea that she...
Even if at this point you're assuming, okay, I'm innocent, so I'll just go through with this interview, get it over with, they'll see I'm innocent, and I can leave. At this point, when he's asking about this money, lawyer, immediately. Instantly.
She had this life insurance policy?
Although you should have lawyered immediately the minute you walked into this room. I'm saying, like, it's gotten even worse.
I'm sure she had
At this point, you're an
something.
idiot.
I
You're a
assume
bigger
she
idiot
had
than you were
something.
before.
But I didn't know any of the details of it, the amount, nothing.
All right, what can you tell me about Costa Rica?
Costa Rica?
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Yeah, you have a plane ticket here.
You're probably referring to the plane ticket that I bought.
Yep, right here.
Yeah, that's correct. What's that all about?
Departure July 19th.
There's just been so much going on. I've been really stressed out with, and I was just planning a little vacation for a bit when school was out. That's all.
So that's why you bought the ticket for July?
What? No, I want that.
Now, see, the problem is you bought a one-way ticket, Samantha, right?
Yep.
So, were you never planning
Certainly
on coming
is.
back?
No. No, it was just a cheap fare that I found. There's this app that tracks your purchases for you, but it only deals in one-way fare tickets. It's for plane travel. So I saw that ticket and I bought that flight, and I just was waiting for the right return flight. I just hadn't found it yet.
What about Elliot? Two of you weren't going to go together?
No.
I don't see anything about a plane ticket, unless I'm blind, which is possible.
We weren't sure if my mom would still need care at the time.
And Samantha, you didn't think to mention this earlier? I mean, this seems like a huge oversight, don't you think?
I didn't see what it had to do with anything. It's just a vacation.
It's just a vacation. Samantha, are you okay?
You don't have to bring any of this up to Elliot, do you?
Possibly, yeah.
You fucking idiot. They don't have to honor anything. They can do whatever they want. They can lie to
Samantha,
you.
Are you sure there isn't something that you need to tell me?
They can literally lie to you. They'll turn you against your husband. Other way around, too.
No.
I've watched too many cop shows. I'm too into detective stuff. No fucking shot.
All right, Samantha, let's...
No shot, you can outsmart the
let's give you a
police.
break, okay? We'll get your husband in here, okay? All right.
Okay, that was a long-ass interview, and I didn't take any notes. But I didn't learn anything new besides the fact that...
Okay.
Okay. Where do you want me to start?
Wherever you'd like. Just tell me whatever you think.
Shit.
Okay, Elliot. We are recording. I do want to remind you that the rights that we went over in the video feed, they do apply at all times today, okay?
Cool.
All right. Okay, so today is Saturday, February 19th of 2022.
February 19th.
I am Detective Martin Ruiz, badge number 761.
I want to know what today is.
And,
Is there a
with
calendar?
me here is Elliot Jordan. Elliot, can you do me a favor and please spell your first and last name?
First name E-L-L-I-O-T. Last name J-O-R-D-A-N.
Thank you. I do ask that you please acknowledge that this statement is being video and audio recorded and that you are consenting to that recording. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. And lastly, I do want you to be aware that you do not have to make this statement. You're not obligated. You understand that, right?
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah, lawyer.
So, Elliot,
Leave.
yeah, I do want to get
He's
your
in a
take
wheelchair,
on it, so why don't you,
by the way.
tell me what happened?
I mean, there's not much to tell. Paulette was on hospice, and
What was his alibi? He was playing
she
video
was
games?
expected to pass away.
And that's it?
I mean, there's really not much to say. It's just an unfortunate situation.
All right, well, let's see if we can maybe explore a little more here. Why don't you tell me what happened on Monday, February 7th?
February 7th is when she died. No, right?
There's nothing out of the ordinary. I woke up around 11 a.m. that morning. Our hospice nurse, Michael, he gets to the house on Mondays at noon. Let him in when he got to the house, and he tended to Paulette while I took a video call from a client. He left later that afternoon, and I continued to work.
And you're a sound engineer, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and you work from home?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you can continue.
So after I wrapped for the day, I ordered some Thai food. I hadn't eaten all day. I was starving, so I didn't wait for Sam to get home. But she got to the house pretty soon after I finished eating, and we watched some TV. She went to bed.
So I'm assuming when I'm supposed to, like, I was supposed to take notes during her interview, and then, like, he's probably saying stuff differently of what happened on Monday, and I'm supposed to be contradicting each other, and I'm real curious, like, when is the question going to be posed at me? Like, when am I supposed to, like, interrupt and say, like, how do I do that? How do I interrupt and say, oh, shit, this isn't right?
And then after
so far,
she
I
went
haven't.
to sleep, I hopped on video games online and played until about 2 a.m., something like that, and then went to sleep.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Do you normally go to bed that late?
Yeah, usually later, honestly. I have trouble sleeping, so I just kind of stay up until I'm drained.
So I'm going to assume, right, you gave Paulette her dose of OxyContin that evening. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I gave her a dose around 7. That's routine for us.
So based on this routine, you obviously gave her a pill of OxyContin that night, right? February 7th.
Scratches the neck.
I'm going to assume that you also gave her a dose on Tuesday, February 8th that night. Does that sound accurate?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so what about Tuesday? Anything out of the ordinary on Tuesday?
No. I worked on a track for most of the day for a client. And Sam got home around 5. We ate leftovers from the night before and watched TV again. And then after she went to sleep, I hopped online, played video games, and did that the rest of the night.
And that's it?
That's it.
All right. So based on everything that you're saying, then you would have been the last person to give Paulette a dose of Oxycontin, right, prior to her death?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Okay. Did either you or Samantha give her any breakthrough doses on that day?
No.
Are you sure?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, no.
Okay, so let's assume that everything that you're saying is accurate. Can you explain to me how 5 30-milligram Oxycontin pills could have gone missing?
The only thing I've thought about is that maybe the pharmacy messed up.
Never. Not with
Happens from
Oxycontin.
time to time, right?
No.
I mean, yeah, it happens.
With Oxycontin, you'd have to be the
It's
luckiest
extremely rare, but
person
sure.
ever. Ever in the...
But see, even if that were the case, right, that
You'd have to be
still
so
doesn't
lucky.
Explain how Paulette overdosed, does it?
I guess not.
So, Elliot, right, my job is to figure out how Paulette overdosed. Okay, that's my job. So, with that in mind, is there anything that you need to tell me? Anything that I should be aware of?
Can't think of anything else. I think we've covered everything.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
All right. We'll take a short break, okay? All right.
Okay, I mean, besides... the Monday stuff... Oh. Hello? My name is Dog? What? Oh, right here.
Well, I don't know about you, but it feels like both of them are hiding something.
Possibly.
Samantha definitely feels off, and Elliot seems a bit too nonchalant for my taste.
Possibly.
I'm going to bring Samantha back in here in just a sec. I want to see if I can pry some more information out of her. But look, before we do that, we really need to think about how we want to approach this. I think that if I put some pressure on her, she'll crack for sure. But honestly, I'm conflicted. Part of me also feels that I should keep playing nice. I don't know, maybe a calm approach may get her to trust me and
Okay,
open
is this
up
the
more.
question to me?
But then again, if this is all an act, she might see right through that bullshit and use it in her favor. Honestly, I don't know. It's hard to get an exact read on her. Why don't you do some reviewing? See if anything helps guide how we should move forward. Maybe you can get a better take on things. And listen, take all the time you want, okay? I don't care if these two are here all day and night. When you're ready, you give me a call and you let me know how you want to play this. I'll trust your judgment. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, we need to figure out if we should go good cop, or bad cop with Samantha. So let's go to her interview.
All right. The video feed.
Fuck you.
Okay, Samantha, we are recording. Today is
I
Saturday,
think bad
February
cop would be
19th
good.
Of 2022. I am Detective Martin Ruiz. Badge number.
Just from what I gathered from her personality and her timidness and the way she kind of cracked a little bit when he pressed her about the loan and the student loans and the flight, she was kind of like, you know, cracking a little bit there. Didn't like those questions. I really think pressure would help. Then again, you could manipulate her if she's stupid enough to talk to the police. You could be nice to her and manipulate the situation. So far, I haven't heard any, like, contradictory statements.
Number 7621, and with me here.
Yeah.
to that recording, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there's not really that much to tell. My mom was on hospice care for quite some time, as you know. Monday was pretty typical. I got up, I did my morning routine, I went to work, I went to the gym and the grocery store, and then I was home about 7:30. Elliot actually had already ordered Thai food, so we had Thai food and then sat and watched TV for the rest of the evening. I went to bed about 10:30, 10.
Okay, let's see if that lines up with what Elliot said. Even though it's not what we're supposed to be doing right now, I'm just curious.
Okay, Elliot, we are Jordan. Elliot, can you do me a favor and please spell your first and just tell me what happened?
I mean, there's not much to tell. Paulette was on hospice, and she was expected to pass away.
And that's it?
I mean, there's really not much to say. It's just an unfortunate situation.
All right, well, let's see if we can maybe explore a little more.
And we watched some TV,
There we go.
and I continued to work.
And you're a sound engineer, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and you work from home?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you can continue.
So after I wrapped for the day, I ordered some Thai food.
Yeah.
I hadn't eaten all day. I was starving, so I didn't wait for Sam to get home. But she got some house
She said that he already
pretty
ordered it.
soon after I finished eating, and we watched some TV. She went to bed, and then after she went to sleep.
All right, I think pressure. Just from the way I judge, let's see. I have to lock it. Okay, let's try it. I'm curious. I don't think there's
Hey.
much else to review.
Okay, so you want me to apply some pressure?
Yes.
See if I can make her crack?
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too.
Not a problem at all. Let me go grab Samantha, and we'll get things up and running in just a sec. All right? Bye.
Yep. Bye. Oh, it ended already? Well, I wasn't expecting it to end that quick. This has been Case Files. I mean, it is a demo, but like I was expecting like a little bit more. Oh well, yeah, I'm curious to play this game. We didn't really do anything. Not really much of a demo, honestly, but yeah, okay. I wish there was a little bit more engagement. I wish there was a little bit more like I feel like a demo should show some shit off, you know? It didn't really show anything off. Like, the acting was fine, I guess. There wasn't really any... Honestly, there wasn't anything. It was pretty non-eventful. Right. Okay, credits. I don't know what else to say. Like, nothing happened. Yeah. Okay. You haven't earned your credits yet. I have completed the demo. To continue putting your detective skills to work, I didn't do anything. I didn't put anything to work. I'm bringing this case to a close. Be sure to purchase the complete game. The game's not out yet. In fact, why don't we go to Steam right now? Store page. When does this come out? The 26th, so in 16 days. The problem is, I don't know, like, whether to even buy this. Like, He did mention what he was doing that night. He was playing video games. My problem is I don't know whether to buy this because it didn't show anything off. Okay, I can charge at the end. Yeah, those are all very good notes, but like... I'm assuming this is when he pressures her? I don't know. We'll see how much the game is. If it's really cheap, I'll buy it and play it. But if it's like $30 or some shit, I'm not buying that. It just didn't show off enough for me to be like super impressed. Oh well, I just wanted to try something new. We finished Immortality, so I just wanted to like load up something brand new. If the game, I'll check it out. If the game's like a good price, I'll definitely buy it and play it. Just because I'm intrigued. But I'm barely intrigued, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit, but like, there really wasn't anything to do, so. But it's a demo, so it's kind of understandable. But I feel like I've played better demos that like show off their game a little bit better. But I want more. Like, I'm asking for more, so I guess that's a good sign. Like, I'm not mad that there was too little to do. Like, too little, and like, I'm not mad there's like less. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. Anyway, I don't have any like thoughts on the game itself besides it's a little wonky to being like this type of game. Like with her story, it's a little wonky being a 3D character walking around and stuff. Not yeah, it is 3D. Like walking around and like handling things. I've never seen a game of this type do that. You know, a detective game looking through recordings and stuff. That's kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't get enough of the gameplay to really feel that out. None of those notes came in handy that they had on the table. I don't know. Anyway, guys, this is the demo for Case Files: The Death of Paulette Williams. I might check it out. I might not. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching.